Hey everyone, Techni here with a review of the newly released JBL Quantum 100 gaming headset. Now JBL just recently released a whole bunch of headsets within their Quantum line right there, and by the way, I will be doing more of them down the road. I'm not one to really ask people to subscribe right in the beginning of my videos, but anyways, just letting you know, if you want to see some of the other JBL Quantum headsets as well, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because they will be coming very soon. Alright, so what you get inside your box of the JBL Quantum 100 right here is your quick start guide and some warranty info. Who needs that, right? You're gonna get your microphone, as you can see, is detachable, and then you're gonna get a windscreen right here. And then of course you're gonna get your headset. As you can see, we have the white variant here. It also does come in a black and then a blue version as well. Alright, so number one, you all know where we have to start here on the Techni, right? And that is gonna be comfort. Straight out the box right here, let me tell you what, these things have plenty of movement with them. As you can see, the ear cups go all the way flat and a little pinch forward right there. Plenty of movement right here as well. And then as far as your adjustment, you have the basic headband adjustment right out there. Very firm click, so it does hold that position for you. And they are also very lightweight, coming in at right at 208 grams right there. Incredibly lightweight. Now talking about the ear cushions here, they're plenty big. My ears fit completely inside of them and they do not touch the drivers, by the way. And the cool thing about it, say if you have bigger ears and your ears do tend to touch the drivers inside of headphones, cool thing about this guy, as you see, you have that cloth in there and it springs in a little bit, kind of like elastic. A lot of headsets will see that driver right underneath that cloth inside there, so you kind of feel that hard pinchy press on your ears right there. But this springs in a little bit, so again, you don't have that press, it just goes right into that. Really nice touch. But as far as the ear cushions themselves right here, I mean, they're plush. As you can see right here, they have plenty of give and everything, but they're more like a foam rather than a memory foam. We see that really soft kind of memory foamish material on headphones these days. But this, again, when you put it on your head, you do feel them. It doesn't just like give way and kind of create that floating sense right there, you know what I mean? You do feel them pressing into your head. And the ear cushions are completely pleather inside and out right there, so yes, your ears are gonna get a little bit spicy inside these guys. Now as far as the headband, it is just that little bit right up top in the center right there, but it's plenty of plush, really nice and cozy, almost feels like an air cushion up there. So now touching on the comfort right there from the ear cushions and the headband, and again, me stating how I can feel them on my head, again, whenever I put them on, it's not like a really tight clamping force, right? It's not loose. I mean, you can see it's not budging on me here by any means. It's staying on there really good. My ears are inside there. But again, it's like a medium clamping force, but with that combination of a medium clamping force and then these ear cushions that are, again, don't get me wrong here, right? I'm not saying they're not plush. They are cozy, but they're a little bit firmer than I'd prefer. So again, I do feel them, again, kind of pressing right here. Even with all that mobility in them and everything, I do feel them on my ears. All right, so next up, coming right in line with comfort, is gonna be the build. As I stated earlier, incredibly lightweight headset right here, 208 grams, super duper lightweight. And yes, this entire headset, all around it here, is plastic. And let's take a second right there. You hear me say it's plastic like that's a bad thing. It's not at all, you know. We've tested many headsets and I've stated many a times I'd prefer a completely plastic lightweight headset over a heavy duty metal one. Again, just so I can game long sessions with it and it doesn't bother me. But the plastic on this, it's not flexible, right? Like on the side, it doesn't really flex. Over here, I get a little scared bending it out right here. If you can see when I bend it out, right up here by the middle of the headband, you see the plastic starting to bow right there. Now I can twist them up quite a bit. Again, you got all that movement, but even when I twist them up like this, right down here by the ear cushion, you see the plastic starting to just, I don't know, just stress a little bit right there. So again, with the plastic not being flexible or anything, it does feel durable plastic. But again, I just get slightly worried about this guy. So as far as build, not the best. It does feel quite chintzy, it really does, but just be careful with it and you'll be perfectly fine. All right, so next up, and one of the more important topics here, is the sound on the Quantum 100s here. Now this headset is using 40mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000, and it does connect by 3.5 right here. So you can use it on any device, whether it be Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Mac, mobile, whatever you got with the 3.5 connection, you are good to go. And I did test it on all of those devices there with gaming and music, and also edited a complete video with this headset. Now the Quantum 100s are also using JBL's Quantum sound signature, and let me just tell you what, that sound signature is fantastic. It really is. We think of gaming headsets a lot of time. Most of the time you think of like rumbly bass, excessive mids, and you're hoping you can get some highs out of them, you know what I mean? Or sometimes you get the opposite, where the bass is just totally dropped and you get all these highs, which is great for competitive gaming to catch some of those footprints and everything like that, you know? But with this guy, it was really nice. Natural. You all probably hear me say that a lot in my reviews these days. I really like natural sound, right? Like you do have your bass and then you do have your highs. The mids really don't mess with anything. They're just there doing their job. And it's pretty cool. Looking at the JBL Quantum Sound Signature graph right here, it's pretty nice because you can see they start up at their bass, they bring it down right for their mids, and then again it peaks up during their highs. Now talking about it being so great on all those devices and everything, I did have one bad experience as far as the sound. And that was listening to music. If I had it cranked up a little bit and then that song got into a real heated, kind of, real high intense section of the song right there, a lot of bass or guitars or drums kind of going all at once right there, I started to get a little bit of static and a little bit of crackling in there. You can still hear everything, but again, it's like it just couldn't handle that heated moment and it started crackling. Is that just my copy? I'm not sure, but again, I did experience that. And talking about my gameplay experience with it, I play a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone right now, absolutely hooked on that. But again, with my test on it, we all know there's a lot of sounds going on in that game, right? Whether it be grenades, gunshots, helicopters, vehicles, all sorts of crazy stuff, some guy calling out in the background, you know what I mean? But again, it was really nice because everything was balanced. Everything had its pronounced part right there. Was it this really deep, immersive bass rumbling headset? Not by any means, not at all. And were your highs really screeching up here? Not by any means, but again, you could still hear those footsteps or anything like that. You could still hear the gunshots from whichever direction right there. It was just natural and balanced. So as far as sound, gaming, and videos and everything, I give it a complete win. As far as music, again, I had a bad experience with it, but we'll just put that as my set right here. I'm not sure if all of them will do that. So that was my one bad experience with it, but with gaming headsets, this is what I like them to sound like. All right, so now let's go on and test out this microphone. All right, so we are now using the microphone on the JBL Quantum 100. I have the mic about 2 inches from my mouth right here with the windscreen attached to it actually. And believe it or not, I think this mic is stinking awesome for a budget headset. It sounds incredible. Nice and moldable microphone as well. As you see, it is detachable right there. So if you don't use the mic, heck, just leave it off. But all in all, we get a win right here for microphone. All right, so how about that microphone? I mean, my personal opinion, it sounded stinking awesome. Just very natural, just like a phone call. I'm not tweaking anything in the editing software or during my mic test. I just plugged it in, pressed record, and this is exactly how it sounds. And it's just natural, which I love. It doesn't sound any sort of morphing of your voice, making it higher, making it lower, just pure and natural. All right, so all in all, my takeaway of the JBL Quantum 100 right here, and what do I think about them? Number one, the sound is great. It's really awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on some of the other Quantum headsets because this sound signature is gorgeous. And that also goes in line with the mic. A great mic right here. As far as comfort, which you all know is my number one right out of the box right there, the comfort is decent at best. That's what I'd put it right there. Again, not the best by any means, not even close, but it is passable. The number one biggest killer of this headset, in my opinion at least, again, like I stated earlier, is the build. It feels incredibly chintzy to me. Again, it's one of those headsets I tell you, like, hey, be careful with it. Don't drop it because it feels like it's just gonna snap, you know what I mean? It just feels like a cheap piece of plastic. The one other thing about this headset is the price point. It's coming in at $39.99, so let's just say 40 bucks, right? It's coming in at 40 bucks. That is a gigantic market right now. You talk about 10 bucks more, $50, you open up so many different headsets to choose from. And that's probably the one thing that would maybe steer me away from recommending this headset, even before the build. It's like right now, you can get the SteelSeries Arctis 1s for $39.99. Fantastic headset, reviewed those as well. Talk about, again, going 10 bucks up more. Razer Kraken X, the Logitechs, Cloud Stingers. There's so many options with, again, just 10 bucks more with great sound, great comfort, and hands down better build. So that's pretty much right where my conclusion ends right there. I think it's a nice headset, I really do. But again, I think there's much better out there for the same price, or just a few bucks more. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because hopefully next week I will have another JBL Quantum headset review coming up as well, one of the higher end ones. So again, make sure you catch that one as well. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on the JBL Quantum 100 right here. I hope I was able to help you out if you were looking into this headset, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.